Hi guys. Long time no video. Sorry. Honestly. Ooh. Probably shouldn't be yawning. But honestly guys, I'm so sorry. To be honest, I haven't had any motivation to make these videos, number one. And number two, I'm quite tired of hearing myself talk. But I made a commitment to myself. I said I was gonna do it and I'm gonna do it. But I've decided, along with the figuring out how to edit and make it better, which is coming, I have a whole year to do this. And I start school in September with some young folks. I'm taking classes that will definitely help me in terms of editing, so that is coming. But outside of that, I'm gonna try to get these to like 10 minutes tops. Because I have been rambling. I'm looking at these now and it's like, oh, I had one that's almost 30 minutes long. I did make some shrimp pasta, I think, on that one, but still, an effort to keep it brief while still keeping it black. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next assignment. So the next assignment was Beale Air Force Base in California, and that's kind of in between Sacramento and I guess the biggest city is Sacramento. You fly into the Sacramento airport. But Beale is my first real big assignment as an officer. I was a missile warning crew commander. What stood out to me about Beale professionally is two things. First thing is I was so good in my check rides. We have these things called check rides. And I was really, really good until like the last evaluation point or the last job performance evaluation. I failed. I had a wonderful crew ride. So I'm being told. My evaluator said it was great up until that last thing. And so I failed. I failed my first check ride. It was an easy thing, so I had to go back and get individualized training, IT, and then test on that one specific thing again. And then I passed. But what I learned is it's okay to fail if it's not bad. I don't know. Because I learned that, yes, I failed, but it was more important that I got qualified and was able to do the job than it was for me to get an A. That makes sense. I don't know. It was a new thing for me because I'd never really failed anything. I was shocked. Shooketh I was. But I passed and then went on to be an instructor and to have great success at the job. But I did fail when I first got there. The second thing, I also became an instructor when I got there. That was one of the things. Yeah, I said I had success, but the success in becoming an instructor was big because I had this really, he was like old and grumpy, and he was just a major at the time. I was a lieutenant. He was old and grumpy, and he was our director of operations. And he told me, he said, Bar, you're going to be a great instructor, but you need to put this in your mind. You need to go into each session, tell the people what you're going to tell them the thing, and then ask them what you told them. I'm paraphrasing terribly, but that's kind of something that always kind of stuck with me whenever I'm like talking to people in a crowd or presenting something. I always think about it in that order of making sure I am getting people ready for what they're about to receive, tell them what they're going to receive, and then throughout try to ask questions to ensure that they received it. But those are the two big things there in terms of like work. But personally, I met one of my closest friends there. Her name is Barrett Williams, and I'm still really close to her oldest daughter. She and my daughter are still friends to this day. And Barrett was a lifesaver. I really was able to do the job and work shifts because of the extended family and the village that was created there. And Barrett has since passed away. It breaks my heart to think about it because she was such a big part of our life there, such a formative part of our life there. Yeah, and and Jasmine and Sophia, her oldest daughter, are still like best friends to this day, which is really really beautiful. Um, and Jasmine had a card for Beale, and I don't know, I don't know where it is. Full disclosure, I've recorded this. This is like my third time recording this Beale specific video, because the first time it was 30 minutes long and I listed a bunch of names. I'm talking first and last names, government names, and I don't want to do that. The second time I recorded it, you couldn't really hear me because I was recording somewhere weird. Where did I record it? Anyway, so this is my third attempt recording this, and I'm trying to keep it under 5 minutes, and I just want to give real bullet points. But I also want to give flowers to the community that helped me um, do this thing, because I honestly believe, or I know without a doubt, if I didn't have Barrett, if I didn't have Lisa, if I didn't have the means to get childcare, I don't know that I would have been successful in my officer career, because I had to work shifts. I had to work days, mids, nights. I had to find a nanny. I had to find support to get Jasmine to school, or to pick Jasmine up from school, or, to do all these things. And I wouldn't have been able to. And I was in California with no one that I knew, nobody that I got to Beale and met Lisa in billeting, in like the temporary housing, and became close friends with her. And then Jasmine and Sophia became friends, and I met Barrett, and Barrett, such a sunshine in my life. And so without those beautiful women and their families, I wouldn't have made it, because Jasmine and her well-being was so, so important. And just me as a mom having to work these crazy hours, not worrying about if I can trust the people that she's with, or if I have to worry about the people that she's going to be with. That says a lot, and the single moms out there know that. So I wanted to make sure I gave flowers to them. And then also at Beale, Jasmine discovered competitive cheer, actually from Lisa's oldest daughter. I think it's her only daughter, Kamari. She was a competitive cheerleader, and Jasmine got into competitive cheerleading there, and she was on Power Cheer for I think a year. The last year we were at Beale, and competitive cheerleading became a really really big part of her life, and so we were introduced to that at Beale. So yeah, that's Beale Air Force Base. Did I say welcome to what's next for? Ah. Y'all, I am not the best. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome to What's Next, friend. On this episode, we're going to be discussing Beale Air Force Base and a small tidbit of where we are. I'm planning to do a joint video with Jasmine to talk about Japan, because we did go to Japan and we did go to Korea to celebrate her 30th birthday. It was amazing. We had such a blast, and that will be on my next video. But yeah, thanks you guys for. I know Nia is watching. My ride or die. Thanks, Nia. Thank you for watching, and I will be better. I intend to record all of my bases, to because this is something that I don't really need to like wait to do. It's just a matter of procrastination or whatever. So I'm trying to get all of that done, all the bases done today. And again, 10 minutes or under, so that this can be more manageable. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching, and hope you have a fabulous day.